All right, welcome to Gearhead Country, and we are at the 2022 CCMAs in Calgary, Alberta, and with me is Katy Topham.
Hello, how's it going?
Very good. Very good.
I'm excited to be here.
Our paths have crossed a couple times
They have.
through the music industry, here, there, and everywhere, but both in, I think, mostly Ontario.
Mostly Ontario, yeah.
Mostly Ontario. But you come over, you are an emerging artist.
That's right, I am.
Yeah. Singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter from Kitchener, Ontario. Yeah, and finally doing this full time. And my EP comes out on September 16th.
That's right, and that's what we're really going to talk about, because I was very intrigued in talking with you a little bit earlier. And you've got a single that's out and has attracted some attention.
Heck yeah, I have. So I released my newest single, Red Flags Green, on August 26th. And so it's gone to radio, been picked up by a couple stations, still working on getting some more under the belt. But the first thing that happened was a friend of mine who actually works for Canadian NASCAR heard the song and said, you know, a lot of the flag references have to do with cars. Did you do that on purpose? And I said, I did. I'm glad you picked up on it. So they actually started using my song for a highlight reel for the Pinty's races for Canadian NASCAR. So now I'm performing at the Delaware Speedway in Ontario on September 24th.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So you're gonna have to send that to me.
Absolutely, I'll send that to you.
We'll get that sorted out, and then Jess knows how to get a hold of me anyway.
Yeah,
too,
absolutely.
So that shouldn't be a problem. But no, I'm looking forward to hearing that, because that is very cool. And again, it's these little steps that you never quite know where they might lead to.
It's true. You know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and you take those little steps, and then all of a sudden your song's over a NASCAR highlight reel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I said, even you never know. You might get a cut from somebody else, depending on how close tied you are with it. You want to do it, and there's always the option of someone else recording and saying, I want to do that song.
Exactly. You just never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So good, cool.
Yeah.
What else is? Tell me a little bit more about you.
Mostly, I'm really excited about the EP release coming out. So the EP that I'm releasing is actually all of the 7 songs that I've released to radio over the past 2 years. So it's just going to be basically all my singles that have been released is going to be a collection of those. The EP release party is going to be really cool. I'm going to have like t-shirts, stickers, all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be a really big show. It'll be my first time playing with a full band.
Nice.
So that's what I'm most excited about. At Rural Roots in Elmira.
Oh,
yeah, it's a nice little brewery that my friend Roger owns.
Can never go wrong with a brewery.
No, you can never go wrong with a brewery. And Roger and I both used to work part-time together doing something else, and he always talked about opening a brewery, and I said, well, I'm going to sing at it. And now I do, so that's why I did it there. So,
nice.
Very excited about the EP coming out. And then the next thing on the docket will be releasing a Christmas song. So, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Although I don't want to talk about Christmas yet. We're not there.
No.
It's not close enough.
No, not cool. We haven't got to Halloween yet.
Exactly.
Right. But I love the fact there seems to be right now a really tight group of emerging artists in the greater Toronto area that are all kind of very much networking together, supporting each other, which is the coolest thing to see. But a lot of the females are all sort of, there's a huge support network of working together and opening doors and inviting people in, and it's marvelous. It's marvelous to see. It's
pretty wonderful. Like so back in 2012, I was a lot more ingrained in the country music industry, and I did a showcase in Saskatoon. Then I actually took a couple years off music for personal reasons, and when I came back, it was a little nerve-wracking to come back into the spotlight, do this full time, and I was welcomed with open arms. Like there's just a wonderful group of people who are super supportive. I seem to be friends with all of them pretty instantly, and I think the pandemic really had a lot to do with that. Is people started Zoom writing, and so people from all over from different provinces too are now friends. So I've run into people who I've never met in person, but I've met online, but I get to meet them here this weekend. It's really cool.
Well, I find that if people with attitudes, I'll put it in a nice way, I won't say the A word, but it tends to be anybody with issues tends to get weeded out in this industry, because it's very much a down-to-earth group of friends ultimately. At different levels, and that's fine, but it's very much a group of friends.
The country industry has always felt like that, and I like that. It feels like a family.
No, I love it too. I'm so glad to be back at it.
Yes.
So
it's nice. This year feels back to normal, and I love it.
Beautiful. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and I want that single ASAP.
I'll send it to you when I get back to my hotel room.
We'll work at that. So. Cool. All right, let's get our coveralls on and our tools out. Let's get back to some more Gearhead Country Radio.